Welcome, my viewers. I'm happy to see you are back with me on the Elbe dike in Germany between Hamburg and the North Sea. Actually, this was the first and only day in this year where I could stand on the dike with a t-shirt. Life is wonderful, isn't it? The CMA CGM Tokyo was underway from Hamburg to Rotterdam. Built in 2013, she is 271 meters long and 43 meters wide. Oh, obviously the professional rust breeders from Maersk were active again. This is the Maersk Stralsund, a 20 years old container ship that measures 332 to 43 meters. Her destination was Tanger Med in Morocco. The CMA CGM Mermaid was underway from Bremerhaven to Hamburg. She was built in 2024, is 204 meters long and 30 meters wide. At 12:20 am, a real princess came down the Elbe. It was the cruise ship Emerald Princess. Built in 2007, she is 289 meters long and 36 meters wide. She can accommodate up to 3,100 passengers. Her next stop was Le Havre in France. The Maastal Maersk is 399 meters long and 59 meters wide. She was built in 2014 and was underway to Thames in Great Britain. Underway from Hamburg to Londonderry in Great Britain was the freighter Baltic Eclipse. She measures 89 to 12 meters and was built in 2024. The feeder girder drove from Bremerhaven to Hamburg. She is 168 meters long, 27 meters wide and was built in 2009. It always is a nice view when the museum Shipspotting comes by on the Elbe with around 180 happy guests aboard. The Negromulus was built in 2010, is 294 meters long and 32 meters wide. Her destination was Antwerp. The steam icebreaker Stettin was built in 1933. She is 52 meters long and 13 meters wide. Usually, when she is not driving around, she can be visited in the museum's harbour in Övelgönne in Hamburg. She was underway from Cuxhaven to Hamburg. Wow, that looks like a ship from Maersk. Oh, it is a ship from Maersk. Yes, that makes complete sense. This ship serves as a sad memory to the once great shipping company Hamburg Süd that was bought and later liquidated by Maersk. The Santa Catarina was underway to Wilhelmshaven. Built in 2011, she is 300 meters long and 43 meters wide. The Charleston Express was underway from Rotterdam Maasvlakte to Hamburg. She was built in 2014. Her length is 369 meters, her beam 51 meters. Here we see the MSC Idania at the height of Brunsbüttel. We can see on her side the pilot boat that brought the Elbe pilot aboard. Underway from IJmuiden in the Netherlands to Hamburg was the tanker Lotus. Built in 2004, she has a size of 88 meters to 13 meters. The MSC Idania came from Rotterdam Maasvlakte. She was built in 2024, has a length of 366 meters and a beam of 51 meters. From Hamburg came the Cosco shipping Aries. This vessel was built in 2018, is 400 meters long and 59 meters wide. Her destination was Antwerp. Back from Hamburg came the CMA CGM Mermaid, this time with destination Kotka in Finland. The container ship One Honolulu is 335 meters long and 56 meters wide. She was built in 2012 and came from Rotterdam Maasvlakte. Anina was sailing from Hamburg to Göteborg in Sweden. She was built in 2006. Her length is 149 meters, her beam 23 meters. In the afternoon, at first the freighter Elbe came by. Built in 2011, she is 145 meters long and 16 meters wide. She came from Tees in England. Coming from Mongstad in Norway was the tanker Atlantic Mate. She was built in 2007, is 148 meters long and 22 meters wide. The one innovation came from Hamburg and was underway to Le Havre in France. She was built in 2023, is 400 meters long and 61 meters wide. The tanker Chem series came from Rafnes in Norway with destination started near Hamburg. She was built in 2011, is 146 meters long and 24 meters wide. The freighter Arctic Commander was built in 1997. She is 101 meters long, 17 meters wide and came from Tananger in Norway. On tour from Hamburg to Antwerp was the Guayaquil Express from Hapag-Lloyd. She was built in 2017, is 333 meters long and 48 meters wide. From Rotterdam Maasvlakte came the COSCO shipping Gemini. She was built in 2018, is 400 meters long and 59 meters wide. On tour to Antwerp was the MSC Laura, a 2002 built container ship with a length of 300 meters and a beam of 40 meters. The former Hamburg Süd ship San Augustin Maersk came from Southampton in Great Britain. She was built in 2013, is 333 meters long and 48 meters wide. Sailing to Rotterdam was the tanker Stenberg. She was built in 2003, is 144 meters long and 23 meters wide. The 2021 built CMA CGM Trocadero came from Rotterdam Maasvlakte. Her length is 400 meters, her beam 61 meters. Also coming from Rotterdam Maasvlakte was the SCI Daily, a 2014 built container ship. She is 300 meters long, 48 meters wide and was on tour to Hamburg. The freighter John Paul K came from Uddevalla in Sweden. Built in 2002, she is 90 meters long and 13 meters wide. This is the corvette F266 Emden from the German Marine. She is the 7th built vessel from the Braunschweig class. Her length is 89 meters, her beam 13 meters. She is not commissioned yet and was on the test drive, according to marine traffic, from Hamburg to Hamburg. From Thames in England came the CMA CGM Jacques Joseph. She was built in 2017, is 300 meters long and 48 meters wide. And for today we are now coming to an end, and I hope you liked it with me as your guide on the Elbe Dike in Germany. I hope we see us again. Until next time, says your Bavarian on the Elbe.
Mm-hmm.